do-or-die playoffs continue as we see the other matchup that will determine who advances to the finals tomorrow. One team hopes to continue the great run from winning the latest NCAA trophy, while the other will try to continue their winning ways in this tournament. Will the Tiger Cubs continue their fortunes, or will the Squires bounce back from the squeaker of a loss in the last elimination game? From the shoe capital of the Philippines, the beautiful city of Marikina, this is the Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge semifinals match between the UST Tiger Cubs and the Colegio San Juan de Letran Squires. Good evening mga ka-Ballout. Joel Porcon here alongside my partner Coach Noy Africa and our courtside reporter Andrea Veloso, bringing you the action with this semifinals matchup between Letran and UST. Coach, good evening.
Good evening, Joel. Actually, this could have been a finals matchup if not for that squeaker of a victory by NU in the final day against Letran. Of course, itong UST has yet to lose a game here in the tournament, and itong Letran only lost in that last ball game against NU.
So tignan natin no, kung ano yung our match at hand, of course, is UST versus Letran. Tignan natin, Coach, how have they performed in this tournament?
Well, definitely itong Letran nga has been leading the league in scoring close to 92 points per game versus 84 for UST. Rebounds per game, I think itong UST, despite being undefeated so far in the tournament, I think 2 of their 3 games, they were out-rebounded. So in going up against Letran 49 rebounds per game, only 42 for UST. Field goal percentage, UST, baka kaya hindi nila kailangan ng rebounds that much. It's because they have been scoring very well from the field, 46.7% against 43 for Letran. Free throw percentage, not that great for UST, 53%, 64 for Letran. And steals per game, itong UST, they try to run a lot, so they force turnovers, 16 steals per game versus 12 dito sa Letran.
Ayan, so dito sa dalawang teams, sino ang mga aasahan nila ng bawat kupunan?
Well, definitely on the side of USC, it's Andre Dungo, who has just been a revelation this season. He did play for the San Beda Red Cubs just a few months ago, transferred to UST to join his coach, Manu Inigo, in this tournament, averaging close to 18 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Unfortunately, of course, I think one of the headliners of this tournament is Andy Hamao, easily the best 17-year-old in the country, averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game, a steal and a half per game. Unfortunately, he will be missing the game today. He suffered a mild sprain versus Mapua. It's not really that serious, but itong ang Letran choosing to, looking to the long term, not wanting to risk itong si Andy Hamao. But in his place, I think it's really gonna take a total team effort from guys like Manalili, Baliling, and I think firepower-wise, they can fill in the missing slot that itong si Andy Hamao will, they will be missing from Andy Hamao.
Ayun. So yun na ang ating mga key players dito sa ball game na to for both sides. Hindi na natin ito patatagalin pa. Let's send it over to our venue announcer to begin this ball game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcoming you here inside at Marikina Sports Center. This semifinal round, do-or-die Game 2 for the COLEGIO Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge 2023. It's the UST Tiger Cubs versus the Letran Squires. And now let's meet the starting 5 for both teams. First, from the UST Tiger Cubs, point guard number 28, Lance Ronquillo. Two guard number 16, Joseph Pangilinan. Forward number 19, Andre Dungo. Power forward number 34, Sam Reyes. And at center number 11, Koji Benaflor. UST Tiger Cubs to be led by Noli Meow Mejos. And now, here are the starting five for the LETRAN Squires. Center number 4, Cyrex Celorio. Power forward number 24, George Diamante. Forward number 11, Daniel Padilla. To guard number 91, Jovel Balili. And at point guard number 13, Jonathan Manalili. The LETRAN Squires head coach is Alan Ricardo.
And we are still here at the Marikina Sports Center. Joel Parcon bringing you the action alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa. Magsisimula na po ang ating ball game between the LETRAN Squires and the UST Tiger Cubs. Just about ready to go with a jump ball. It will be itong si Diamante versus itong number 11 ng UST. First possession will go to the Squires. And a triple attempt doesn't go for them. That baseball pass goes out of bounds. And ito ang ating mga starters for both teams para sa the yellow shirts. You've got Koji Buenaflor, Joseph Pangilinan, Andre Dungo, Lance Ronquillo, and Sam Reyes. Para naman sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran, you've got Cyrex Celorio, Daniel Padilla, Jonathan Manalili, George Diamante, and Jovel Baliling.
Well, very noticeable is the absence of Andy Himao, who I'm pretty sure won't be playing in this basketball game. The LETRAN management choosing to just preserve him for future tournaments. But definitely they won't be lacking in firepower, especially with guys like etong si Manalili, actually one of the leaders in scoring for them with averaging 15 points per game.
Yun, so he will be one of those whom the Squires will look for offense. Rebound there by Diamante, pushes it up to Baliling for that fast break layup. Here's Dungo. Sorry, that's a Pangilinan loses the basketball. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang blue shirts, but a block on that fast break layup attempt. Triple try, no good. Rebound goes to Manalili. Down low, Diamante is called for steps.
Diamante actually already had a shot there, but I think remembering that gem of a block coming from Buenaflor earlier on his teammate, thought twice. But right now, bringing that ball against that LETRAN pressure is the transferee from the San Pedro Red Cubs, itong si Lance Ronquillo. Actually, he's 1 of 3 on the floor as we see itong si Baliling just converting.
And an early timeout is called dito sa ng UST. And we will turn you now over to our courtside reporter, Andrea Veloso, for a report. Andrea, take it away.
We are still live here at the Marikina Sports Center for the last game today of our Ballout Sports Intersecondary Champions Challenge semifinals, brought to you by Coco Life. Today is an intense game as the UST Tiger Cubs protect their undefeated lead against the LETRAN Squires. As per acting head coach Noli Mejos of UST, they will apply the same strategy that head coach Mano Inigo is using for this game, and that is run and gun and positionless basketball. On the other hand, Coach Alan Ricardo of the LETRAN Squires said that their running game is their advantage, and the team should also identify and limit the go-to guys of the Tiger Cubs in order to win. Will UST remain undefeated and enter the final round, or LETRAN will give them their first loss and snatch their slot to the finals? What do you think, Joel and Noy?
Ayun, so pareho ngang run and gun or running game ang philosophy ng parehong kupunan, no? Tignan natin who can run faster who can run more dito sa ating dalawang koponan. Sila ang mananalo dito.
I think after the game, they can just proceed to the academic oval. The oval, the athletic oval here, and just
Ituloy nila.
Ituloy na nila. Magkaalaman na. But right now, the game is basketball, and you know both teams will try and run. Especially itong LETRAN missing their top scorer, their go-to guy.
And eto ngayon ang UST. Sila naman tumatakbo dun sa kabilang dako ng court. Dungo for that layup. Goes in.
Well, Andre Dungo is very familiar with the LETRAN squads, having played against them just a few months ago. But of course, itong LETRAN, not entirely the same team without Andy Himao, and of course, losing itong si Eman Anabo to graduation. Actually, sa juniors division, having a team intact. Only, yun nga, Eman Anabo, who has moved on to college, committed to the Adamson Falcons. It's very rare na may continuity yan, na for 2 years, intact yung lineup mo. And I think that will be an advantage for LETRAN come the NCAA season.
So Silorio was 1 for 2 there. As Dungo just goes straight to the basket right after that missed free throw, and nakuha nila ulit dito ang bola. Here's Dungo. Gives it up to Ronquillo for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Diamante. Tumatakbo dito ang blue shirts. The pass goes to the basket, almost went in. Parang yung inbound pass lang ng first game natin kanina. Pero eto ngayon, si Silorio for that layup.
Actually, the problem here for both teams is ang strength nila running game. Ang problema, strength rin ng kabila is running game. So, which is which? Do you want to slow the game down or watch George Diamante just flush it down?
Diamante showing his might there dun sa two-handed slam. Here's Ronquillo. He's up against Padilla. Gives it up to Dungo for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Diamante. And one thing I've observed dito kay Diamante, no, he's a big man who can run the floor. And that's a big plus also, especially if your team's philosophy is run and gun.
Well, actually, if you look at LETRAN, any of those players that will be coming in can run. So, parang pretty much the same athletic build. Different lang yung heights nila. Actually, before, during the NCAA season, nung nagpakalbo to lahat, medyo mahirap malaman which is which.
Oo. Buti ngayon, medyo nag-grow out na yung buhok ng iba.
I think some of the players just didn't like the hairstyle anymore.
Tulad nga nung, I think we were talking about it during the last time, no? We both covered their game, na itong si Himao, si Andy Himao, sabi niya, papagrow out niya na.
Ayaw niya na. Wala namang mali maging kalbo, Andy.
Yun. Spoken like a true advocate of that hairstyle. And me, by the way, ito ngayon ang Tiger Cubs at 3 from Ronquillo.
Showing a lot of chemistry there. Ito si Andre Dungo has been playing together for some years now, and Lance Ronquillo cannot leave him open from the three-point area. Same thing here. I believe this is
Baliling.
This is Jovel Baliling. You cannot leave him open.
Corner. The corner 3 is a huge weapon na talaga in today's ball game. And eto ngayon si Buenaflor gives it up to the other wing. Goes up for the 3. It is short. Goes out of bounds. Ball will go back to the blue shirts.
So right now, I think it's Colegio de San Juan de Letran who has been controlling the tempo, and that has translated into this 5-point lead.
They are up 14-9 with 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Hindi nakapag back-to-back itong si Baliling. At rebound napunta sa yellow shirts. Tumatakbo sila ngayon. Dungo with the ball. Looking for options. Ronquillo, will he make 2 out of 2? Misses on that one. Too strong. Rebound is pushed. Baliling over to Manalili. Fakes a pass, gives it to the other side to Baliling, who misses on that baseline jumper, and a foul will be called.
A little bit of action there between Doy Dungo and Jolo Navarro. But, wala na yan. It's just a lot of gamesmanship here.
And Racine Cane entering the ball game. He has led the tournament in field goal percentage, shooting above 70%. No, so and a lot of it I'm guessing is from layups and inside incursions para sa UST Tiger Cubs. Tronquillo with the ball, gives it over to dito sa bagong pasok nila. Hindi pumasok ang fadeaway layup. Pinush naman ngayon ng Letran to the other side for that easy layup.
If you're going up against Letran, the last thing you want to do is be caught napping on defense. And that time, itong si John Benedict Lim, after missing a three-pointer, went down for defense. Stopped for a while. He did not know that there was already someone streaking behind him from Letran. Easy basket.
And on that last play, natawagan ng foul itong si Justin Hugo. Na foul niya itong si Cane. And Dungo, meanwhile, with a layup.
Well, Andre Dungo has been able to penetrate inside. However, not much help so far. 8 points coming from Dungo, the other 3 coming from Lance Ronquillo.
And a foul. No, the ball is out of bounds. No, a foul is called.
Itong si John Benedict Lim last night led them in scoring, was the best player, scoring 20 points total. So let's see if he can duplicate that performance today.
That's a miss there on that jumper. So bola pupunta na sana sa UST pero nakuha ulit dito ng Letran for that easy layup.
Well, I think if you're going up against Letran, you really want that pace to come all the way to a snail's pace. Dahil, you know, you gotta force them to execute in the half court because in the open court, there's really no chance for you.
And bad pass there. Scramble for the loose ball. And a foul will be called when a Letran player is on the floor. 2. Pati si Dungo.
Doy Dungo on the other end.
And this is 30 goles. Nagkabanggaan sila doon as they were both going for the ball. Pero mga bata pa to. Tatayo rin ng mabilis yan. Mabilis ang recovery nila.
If I'm not mistaken, ito kasi mga bata na to naglalaban rin to in, you know, other age group leagues.
And another turnover forced there by Letran. Bola babalik sa kanila. Goles kicks it back to the corner. Then going inside to no avail. Here's Racine Cane. Gives it up to Ayon. Ayon goes inside for the layup. Misses. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay with UST.
You know, despite itong UST being very aggressive in recruitment, I think what's key for them is how the holdovers, those guys who were with them before the coaching staff of Manu Inigo came in together with the recruits, guys like Ayon, you have Bernard Flor, you have Pangilinan. How do they integrate with a number of recruits that have come in?
So, but if the elimination round of this tournament is any indication, medyo maganda ang pagka-integrate ng mga bagong recruits nila. And with that pass, ang ganda ng pass na yun from Dungo to his big man Loreto for the easy basket underneath.
So Leto, si Loreto does not really score that much in the game yesterday. He finished, I think, with at least 8 blocks.
Wow. And if I'm not mistaken, siya naman ang leader sa blocks dito sa ating tournament.
Well, if you block 8 times in a game.
Oh, nga. Mahirap nang malagpasan yun. Anyway, with 1 minute to go here in the first quarter, it is an 8-point lead para sa Letran, 21-13. And may foul na itatawag doon on Racine Cane. So 2 free throws para dito kay Jolo Navarro.
Well, the thing is, when you're going up against Letran, alam mo naman that they're going pedal to the metal all the time. It's one thing to know, and it's another way to know how to stop.
Oo nga. So, kailangan lang maghanap ng solusyon dito sila Coach Manu kung paano nila, anong sasabihin sa kanilang mga players. And iba pa rin yun. Sasabihin nila sa mga players nila, iba pa rin yung paano
Gagawin. That's right.
Another substitution here. De La Rama entering the ball game for the Squires, who are up 23-13. This is now a 10-point lead with a minute to go here in the first quarter. Layup attempt, no good. Rebound goes to De La Rama. He brings it down, pushes it up to Alforque, over to the corner for three. No good. Rebound, scramble, goes out of bounds, and will go back to the yellow shirts.
Actually, itong Letran, either they try and attack the basket or they shoot three-pointers. Very modern ang basketball nito.
And very high-paced. Very fast-paced sila. So, napaka-modern na nga talaga ng game nila. And Zamora kicks it out. Triple try, no good. Rebound stays with the yellow shirts. Nope, that was saved to a blue shirt. And lay up on the fast break, no good. But the putback is there.
Kita mo yun, they leaked and was able to get a shot. They missed, and then they still have another guy there to try and clean up that mess.
At samantalang sa kabilang dako naman, may foul na itatawag kay Alforque, sticking too close to his man. With 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it's a 12-point lead currently para dito sa Letran Squires. Renzo Zanoria missing on the first free throw. And yung bench ng Letran calling out instructions in preparation for this final 8 seconds. A little bit of trouble getting the ball across, pero they finally do it. And just in time for the quarter to end, the score is 25-14. It's an 11-point lead para sa Letran Squires over the UST Tiger Cubs. Coach Noy and I will be back to bring you the second quarter. This is your Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge 2023.
Hi guys, it's time for our Ballout shoutout at kasama ko nga ngayon si Miss Gigi. Miss Gigi, sino po ang sinusuportahan niyo today?
UST Tiger Cubs.
Meron po ba kayong gustong sabihin sa UST Crowning Cup?
Good luck sa game. Sana mapanalo nila, maging champion sila this time. Tsaka sa mga susunod pa mga liga, especially UAAP.
Ayan, what a nice motivation, Miss Gigi. Meron po ba kayong gustong i-Ballout shoutout sa ating mga online viewers?
Shoutout sa family ko, sa Rivera family, tsaka sa buong UST community. Especially sa mga supporters ng basketball at tsaka yung UST Tiger Cubs.
Thank you so much, Miss Gigi. That's it for our Ballout shoutout. Back to you, Joel Anoy.
At ayun na nga ang ating ball out shoutout, isang si Ma'am Gigi na supporter ng UST Tiger Cubs as Racine Cane goes straight to the basket for the basket and the foul.
Well, I just noticed we seem to have a good Saturday crowd here. I'm not even sure if the other people here are here to cheer on a particular team or just wanting to watch some quality basketball.
Quality basketball indeed. And this promises to be a really good game. While right now it is an 8-point lead by the Letran Squires on that that offense. The Squires didn't convert, so balik dito ang bola sa UST with a chance to get even closer dito sa ating laban. Zanoria. There's a screen for Ion. Ion dumps it off, but they couldn't control the ball. Here's Diamante pushing it up. Manalili with his pass is tipped, so it goes back outside. They've got 14 seconds on their shot clock. Manalili for a 3, no good.
Well, good defense that time for UST, forcing Letran to play in the half court. Manalili with an ill-advised 3 that time, but this is going to be a block by George Diamante. Of course, George Diamante in the NCAA season not really called upon to score. Pretty much the specialty is rebounding. If I'm not mistaken, he had a 22 rebound outing back in the NCAA season.
And before the ball was inbounded, an offensive foul is called on Racine Cane. He pushed off on, supposedly pushed off against George Diamante. So ball will go back to the Letran Squires.
Very upset with the UST Tigers coaching staff.
And they made our referees hit it. Miss there in the corner 3, rebound goes to Cane. He is yet another rim running big man para na naglalaro dito sa ating tournament. That kick out pass goes out of bounds, but will stay with the Squires.
Well, if you're UST, you have to find a way for Racine Cane to be also the first man in transition, because he is the one guy who can match up with the speed and the length of the players of Letran.
Manalili on that drive couldn't convert. Lim, on the other hand, gets a 3.
They are going to need a lot of outside sniping, especially since yung opensa nila hirap na hirap against the defense of the Letran Squires.
Nice touch pass para dito sa Letran, pero hindi pa rin nakapag-convert. Ion all the way to the basket.
That was the result of the great interior defense that time for UST.
And again, medyo in disarray ang offense ng konti nitong Letran. Corner, itong si Manalili. Gives it back outside, and there will be a foul on that possession. It'll be on number 12, John Benedict Lim. A little bit of gamesmanship happening here doon sa elbow. And a shot at our crowd here at the Marikina Sports Center.
That's the Adamson squad at the back there, trying to see who they will face tomorrow in the finals.
Oh, waiting na sila after exacting revenge on their on the team that defeated them in the UAAP Juniors Division Finals.
In the battle of the UAAP babies.
According to our courtside reporter, si Andre.
Baby Falcons versus the Baby Tams.
Meanwhile, dito sa ating laban, the score is 25-22. 3-point lead para sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran. With 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Ion with a short jumper is good.
And right now, that lead is down to just a solitary marker. A good fight back here for UST.
And good defense there as Ion gets the ball, goes inside, rebound, and Diamante,
Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul. Not only an offensive foul, that's an unsportsmanlike foul on George Diamante. He's throwing that elbow.
And both teams are requested to go to their respective benches. as cooler heads try and prevail.
Itong si Coach Mike Buendia of the Letran Squires trying to appease the coaching staff of the UST Tiger Cubs. Well, definitely that was not a basketball play, and the referees were quick to recognize that, and there was really no need for this little altercation, verbal altercation between members of each team.
So our referees conferring to figure out how to proceed as we are taking a look at what ito na ngayon na-mention mo, Coach, kanina, na a good-sized Saturday crowd here to catch this exciting action. Mainit na action dito sa Marikina Sports Center.
Right now in the second quarter, itong Letran has yet to score, while itong University of Santo Tomas already with a 10-0 run dito sa ating second quarter, an opportunity for Ion to extend that run.
Pero hindi pumasok ang kanyang unang free throw. They have already erased that 11-point first quarter, 11-point lead ng Letran at the end of the first quarter. And we are all knotted up at 25. By the way, kung mayroong mga nakarinig yung mga words kanina, we apologize for the colorful language na narinig ninyo.
We apologize for the high quality mic that we use.
Oo. Sobrang ganda nitong microphone namin. Lahat ng mga nangyayari sa aming paligid ay naririnig. Here's UST to try and take over the lead here. Ion tries going inside. I don't know if that was a pass or he just lost his grip on the ball, but it goes out of bounds and will go back to the blue shirts.
I don't know if it was a pass, but it definitely was a turnover.
Yes. So ito ngayon ang Letran trying to get to their front court. Triple try is short, pero andun sa ilalim si De La Rama for the putback.
If you didn't look closely, parang andun pa rin si Diamante, no? Same role.
And Racine Cane is blocked on that under goal stab. And that ball is tipped out of bounds. Babalik na ang top gunner ng Tiger Cubs. Si Dungo para kay Ion. Pati na rin si Pangilinan. These two players started the ball game. They're now getting rotated back for more minutes to try and continue the push for the lead.
Good showing so far from the UST Tiger Cubs bench. Already with 14 bench points, 13 for Letran.
And Manaliri coolly sinks that elbow jumper, extending their lead to 4, 29-25. Dito naman sa kabila, hindi pumasok ang tres, pero Cane gets the offensive rebound. That's a 3, no good. Rebound scramble off. Loose ball foul will be called on number 17. Number 70, that's De La Rama. And the inbound on the baseline, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Couple more substitutions. Hugo checks back into the ball game. Itong si Hugo is also one of those defensive, pesky defenders para sa Letran. Dumo gets away and gets that jumper.
Just too wide open, and Andre Dungo showing that he can make those open mid-range jumpers.
At bumalik na rin pala dito sa ballgame natin itong si Lance Ronquillo para sa UST Tiger Cubs. Samantalang on the side of Letran, that triple try doesn't go. Pero nakuha pa rin nilang offensive rebound, fresh 14 seconds. Manalili with 3 seconds to shoot, goes inside and lays it in.
Not bothered that time with the presence of Racine Kane.
And eto ngayon si Ronquillo, gives it over to Dungo. Dungo wants to create, spins, goes inside, up, misses, but he will pick up a foul.
You will be amazed how this kid still retains his balance even after that spin move in traffic.
Oo, kung tayo na yun, spin out of control na tayo. Nasa baseline.
Diretso tulog na yun.
So itong si Dungo will have 2 opportunities at the line. Misses on the first.
So baka naman nahilo siya dun sa spin move niya that time.
Kailangan mo nang ialog-alog konti para bumalik. Dapat mag-spin naman siya pabalik. Pabaliktad. O yun yun. So with 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the second quarter, the score is 31-28. It's a 3-point lead for the Letran Squires as Alforque checks back into the ball game. Patuloy ang full court press ng UST Tiger Cubs. And it results in that steal para sa kanila. Here's Ronquillo over to his backcourt mate Dungo for the lay-in. Tuloy ang pressure at another turnover forced by the defense of the yellow shirts.
So apparently to try and counteract the speed of Letran, you're gonna need organized chaos.
And yun na nga, nakita natin dun sa pregame natin, Coach, itong UST is averaging 16 steals for the tournament. So importante, that's a very big part of their game. So ito ngayon si Ronquillo triggering the inbound, gives it over to Cane up against Hugo, goes up, shot is a little off to the left. Rebound goes to the blue shirts, Manalili. Bringing down the ball, gets it back, goes inside and misses on that layup. Dungo pushing the ball, gives it up to Cane, up and in for Racine Cane.
Good recognition that time for Dungo, leading itong si Racine Cane all the way to the rim.
And the Tiger Cubs have taken over the lead and they get another rebound. Dungo running. Dungo all the way, and he picks up a foul.
Well, especially with what he did the previous play, setting up itong si Racine Cane, it just makes him more unpredictable. Itong si Dre Dungo.
So he is rewarded with a couple of free throws here as George Diamante checks back into the ball game for De La Rama. And UST is already in the lead here, 32-31, as Dungo prepares for his second free throw and makes it, extending their lead to 2. And tuloy pa rin ang full court press. And another turnover para dito si Yellow Shirts all the way to the basket. Ooh, no foul call there as a block. Ito ngayon ang Blue Shirts, wayward layup, medyo wild yun. And Hugo recovers the ball. They get a fresh 14 seconds. Here's Manalili. He picks up his dribble, gives it over to Alforque on the other side. No good. And Cane controls the rebound. He's bringing down the ball. Gives it up to Dungo for 3. No good. Rebound, Hugo. And Diamante. Ito si Diamante plays sort of like a Bam Adebayo role, ng big man na nagbababa ng bola. Triple try, no good. Again, Cane with another rebound. That will be his 10th rebound, Coach.
Aside from 5 points, itong si Racine Cane will definitely need to effect this way, the game this way, being able to make those stops, being an intimidating factor, especially on the defensive end.
Ayun, as we saw a brief glimpse of our supporters here, malamang UST yun, naka-yellow eh. But that last shot by Kane doesn't go in. So balik dito sa Letran ng bola. Labanan sa ilalim. Nakuha ng UST. Ito si Ronquillo. And Ronquillo is fouled by Alforte.
That was a situation wherein the one who will get to the ball first will get a foul dahil talagang collision course itong dalawang players. And Ronquillo, I think, will go to the foul line because itong Letran already in team penalty.
Oh, they are in the penalty. Meanwhile, itong Santo Tomas, they only have 3. At may warning na in-issue dito kay Ayon for faking a foul. Pasok ang unang free throw.
Medyo tricky ang mga faking a foul. Dahil minsan talagang nababangga naman eh. So, what do you do?
Oo nga. Kung talagang off-balance ka naman nabangga, eh...
Paano mo mapipilit yung sarili mo kung nakatayo ka pa rin?
Oo.
I think the referee should be a little more liberal ba? I mean, they should be more lenient.
Oo. Mahirap nga naman kasi kung in the action, in the heat of the action mo siyang nakikita, sa tingin mo ay talaga nag-flop yung player, siguro hindi naman pwedeng hindi mo i-apply yung rules. Here's Diamante. The ball is tipped by Ronquillo out of bounds, but it will stay with the Squires. On the inbound, buti lang na-control yung bola doon. Diamante gives it over to Alforte. There's a screen, but he doesn't use it. Goes inside instead. And I don't know if that was a pass or a shot attempt, but anyway, Kane says, nothing will get by me.
I think he was trying to be sneaky that time, but Racine Kane, quick to recognize getting that block.
Ito, isa pang subok sa knockout play, but it does not result in anything. And Ayon, oh, that will be basket interference, and the basket will count.
Well, the referees actually in the past few days have been missing that goaltending violation, and siguro kasi they are not expecting that, especially in the high school division, as we have De Leon converting for Letran.
4 ang lamang ng UST Tiger Cubs. Here's Ayon down to Kane. Looking for options. Goes up, fake, and foul, and the basket gets the better of George Diamante in that play.
I think that was the first time na itong si Racine Kane was able to attack with his back to the basket and successfully converting. Dahil the first, I think 2 to 3 times he was not able to convert.
So he fails to complete the 3-point play. Here's Diamante, loses the ball. And the yellow shirts are pushing it again. Here's Ronquillo. Ronquillo opts to wait for his teammate, pero nagkabanggaan sila doon ni Kane. All the way! Pero nagmintis sa layup ito si De Leon, but the putback goes in. And a timeout is called on the floor. The score is 39-33. It's a 6-point lead in favor of the UST Tiger Cubs. We will be back. This is the Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge 2023 semifinals. And we have a shot at the crowd that we have here. Good-sized crowd witnessing our semifinals. And of course, nandyan din si Sir Otep Ronquillo ng Coco Life. At ang ating boss cap, si Nori Uwe.
Kumaway pa talaga.
Kumaway. Yan. Kasama si Philip, ang kanyang tinyente. Yeah. Ronquillo bringing down the ball for the Tiger Cubs. They are up by 4, 39 to 35. And a foul will be called there.
No, I think it was a
Kickball.
kickball violation. There you go. So the clock will be reset to 14.
And we just have 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Gusto ko lang din ulit pasalamatan ng ating mga sponsors. Coco Life, Strong Group Realty, Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC Sports, Dumper Party List, C Prime, and Usana. Kane kicks it out to Ronquillo for 3. Short. Rebound back to Kane. Yes!
Racine Cane just starting to work here in the second quarter, and that has translated to a 6-point advantage for UST. Actually, this is the battle of Dominican schools. Itong Letran at ang UST. So in a sense, parang sister schools to eh.
So ito ngayon ang Letran. They want to get some offense here. They have not been as productive dito sa ating second quarter. And that jumper goes in.
Last shot time here for UST if they elect to go that way.
And a foul is called there. It will be on Navarro. As Samuel Reyes will go to the line for 2. And Buenaflor will check in for Racine Cane, who will rest. Have an early rest before halftime.
There's already someone leaking here for Letran. Actually, just getting instructions from Coach Alan Ricardo itong si Timothy Cruz.
Timothy Cruz, what is your greatest fear?
I think he should have just stayed there. Wala nakakita
Oo
sa
nga eh.
kanya.
Pwede na sana siyang mag-GTA dun. And that second free throw goes in. 14.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Traveling violation ang tinawag dun kay Jolo Navarro. So one more chance. One more chance for UST to manufacture some offense here at sa sub ulit. Papasok ulit dito si Racine Cane. Para kay Buenaflor for the final 11.1 seconds. Ayon gets the ball. They dump it downstairs. Cane gets the basket. And with 3 seconds to go here in the first half, here's Navarro for 3. Yes! Buzzer beater for Jolo Navarro brings them to within 4 at the end of the first half. UST up 44 to 40 over Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Coach Noy and I will be back after the halftime break.
Hi mga ka-Ballout, live pa rin tayo dito sa Marikina Sports Center para sa Ballout Secondary Champion Challenge Semifinal. We are currently in our halftime of the game between the UST Tiger Cubs and Letran Squires in favor of UST. Kasama ko nga ngayon ang team manager ng UST Tiger Cubs, Coach Jarvis Ko, at assistant coach Gang Lariosa of the Letran Squires. Unahin mo na kita, Coach Jarvis of UST. For 3 consecutive games, you remained undefeated. How did the team manage to stay composed and strong all throughout these games?
The coaches are doing their good job, advising the players how to handle the game according to their plans. So, concentrate lang sila sa mga defense. Yun ang napapanalo sa amin sa mga games.
Okay, Coach, meron ka bang gustong sabihin sa ating mga online viewers, mga sumusuporta sa UST?
I say hello to my wife who is watching right now, to the UST community, to our supporters for the team, Coco Life, Sir Otep, and all to the alumni of the UST community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach. Dito naman tayo kay Assistant Coach Gang Lariosa of the LETRAN Squires. We all know you guys won the last season's NCAA. Gaano ba ka-importante sa team ang makapasok sa finals dito naman sa Ballout Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge, Coach?
Bali malayo pa yung season ng NCAA. And then, eto, bonus na lang if pumasok sa finals. But then, ang hinahabol kasi namin, we have a lot of new players and then focus kami dun sa chemistry, wino-workout namin kasi yun nga, maraming bago. And then, we have to prepare for, again, the upcoming season, gel ng mga players.
Good luck for the next half, LETRAN and UST. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan, Coach, sa ating mga online viewers?
Salamat po sa mga, sa whole LETRAN community and then my family sa Lugait, Misamis Oriental. And lahat po ng mga parents ng mga players namin all the way from Davao, Cebu, Coronadal, and dito po sa Manila.
Thank you so much, Coach Jarvis and Coach Gang. Alam kong excited kayo mga ka-Ballout, kaya tumutok lang at magbabalik kami for more Ballout Sports action.
Nak, ano? Game? Ladies and gentlemen, this season's MVP, number 15, the Phenom! Yeah! All right!
Eto na partner, ang match of the decade. Oo nga partner, kaya simulan na natin.
Possession is now with the Phenom, being guarded by two opponents. Oh, what an amazing crossover! And he dunks! All right! Phenom dribbles the ball. The Phenom is down, and his teammates come to the rescue. Ano, okay ka lang? The crowds cheer, Phenom! 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 Last 5 seconds, and the home team is down by 2. And only this three-point shot can secure the championship. 5, 4, 3, 2. We won! We won!
You have proven our resilience. Despite every challenge, you adapt, endure, and thrive. And just like you, we will keep on going. We will uphold our commitment to support you towards a secure and better future. Together, we ignite the Filipino spirit. Coco Life, believing in the Filipino.
Ladies and gentlemen, this season's MVP, number 15, the Phenom! Last 5 seconds, and the home team is down by 2. 5, 4,
And we're back here at the Marikina Sports Center, bringing you the Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge 2023 semifinals matchup between the UST Tiger Cubs and the LETRAN Squires. At the end of the first half, lamang ng 4 ang UST Tiger Cubs over the Squires. And Coach, ano ba ang buong kwento ng ating first half?
Well, it has been a story of 2 quarters. In the first quarter, it was San Juan de Letran leading the way in scoring 25-14. Pero pagdating ng second quarter natin, UST starting with a 10-0 run and ending up scoring 30 points against just 15 for Letran. And in the first half, I think the ability of UST to force those turnovers, already 12 each for both teams, but more fast break points for USC 23-15. In the first half, they had 2 double-digit scorers in Andre Dungo and Racine Kane. Kane with 11 points and 12 rebounds. Doy Dungo with 14. Sa kabilang dako naman, itong si Josh De Leon with 9. Jolo Navarro with 7 and Jonathan Manalili with 6. They are going to need to find more players here to step up in the absence of Andy Hemao.
And so yun na nga, so far wala pang nakaka-score dito sa ating second half. Less than a minute pa lang naman ang lumipas. And dito sa UST player, both from UST and the Letran players fall to the ground. Pero again, the advantage of youth. They immediately bounce back and stand up.
Well, so far itong LETRAN historically not only here in the Ballout Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge, even in the NCAA, they have been a very good third quarter team. So I think USC will need to be very careful.
As Celorio gets that short hook to go in, cutting that lead in half, 44-42. Here's USD. Dungo gets the ball, goes inside. No good. Rebound goes to the blue shirts. Nauna doon. Etong si number 11, Daniel Padilla with a fast break layup.
Padilla that time even looking into the eyes of Pangilinan if aabutan ba siya. Easy layup that time.
Ronquillo gets a screen, wants to go inside. No good. Rebound goes to Diamante. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang LETRAN. Manalili goes all the way.
LETRAN right now starting like a house on fire. Scoring 6 straight points and most of which coming in transition. So USD might just fall into the same trap that they fell into in the first quarter.
Oh, and yet again another turnover. But that shot doesn't go anywhere. But they still get the rebound. Manalili will go for three. No good. Manalili tried to bounce it off a UST player pero nakuha ito ng yellow shirts. Dungo inside for the layup. Yes.
You can just see the ability of Andre Dungo to change his shot in mid-air, choosing to lay it in. As Manalili, I think, will be caught for a warding off.
Ayun, and he saw that it was Racine Cane going up against his shot and he could not help but ward off with his offhand. And some substitutions coming in. De La Rama in for Diamante. Meanwhile, para naman dito sa kabila, it's Lim who has entered the ball game for the Tiger Cubs. USP, a 3-second violation would be called on Cane on that situation. So bola babalik dito sa Squires.
Cane waiting for Reyes to put up a shot. Unfortunately, Sam Reyes was trying to get to the basket.
And ito ngayon ulit ang LETRAN. Manalili over to the corner. No good on that corner three. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang yellow shirts. And an offensive foul is called there.
Well, Manalili saw that all the way. He knew that itong si Lim would create space by bumping him. So forcing that offensive foul.
And the score is tied at 46 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Joel Parcon bringing you the action alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa, and our courtside reporter, Andrea Veloso. Naghahanap ng advantage foul or unsportsmanlike foul. Itong si Zanoria. Pero regular foul lang.
The referees decided that there was a LETRAN player who was actually running ahead of the USC player.
Kaya hindi siya pwedeng itawag na advantage foul. Yan, hanggang yun. So, clarifications being sought here. It's an offensive foul that was called. Lim triggering the inbound. And here's Zanora. They want to take advantage of Racine Canes' size inside, pero that does not materialize there. Here's Manalili, loses the ball. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang yellow shirts, pero naagaw na naman ng Letran. No good on that layup. Rebound. Mapupunta dito sa Tiger Cubs. Zanoria gives it up to Kane. Kane controls his dribble and gives it back to his point guard. Dungo is open for a second, but no good on that outside shot. Kane with the offensive rebound. Foiled in that putback attempt. Baliling on the other side makes that layup.
After a lot of action without scoring, finally itong si Baliling nabutas din yung ring for Letran.
So Zanoria looking for offense for UST. Here's Dungo. He's being matched up against Manalili. They go back down to Kane. Kane wants to go inside, kicks it out. Pangilinan for three. No good. Rebound will go out of bounds and will go back to the Squires.
Well, I still think that the advantage of Racine Kane is not with his back to the basket, because itong ang Letran, they're ready with defending that back to the basket move.
Eto si Manalili gives it over to Baliling. Dump pass sana, pero nakuha ni Kane. Kane running, and he will go up for the two-hand slam.
One of the rare opportunities na walang Letran player there in transition.
And ito rin si Kane ang siyang nag-tip out ng bola doon on defense. So you really have to admire the athleticism being shown by Racine Kane.
Running all of 94 feet that time.
Oo, pero doon naman si Lorio getting that triple off the inbound. Kailangan ng konti pang awareness na nandoon ang shooter, no? Going inside is Lim, and hinatak daw siya. Kaya may foul na itatawag dito kay Josh De Leon.
Definitely itong si Josh De Leon, one of the surprise contributors here. Leading its team in scoring with 9, followed by si Lorio with 8 and Manalili with 8.
Ayun, so ito ngayon si Esteban gives it up to Zanoria. Zanoria wants to go inside, kicks it out. Walang nakakuha ng bola. They finally control it with 3 seconds to go. On the corner, yes! Buenaflor hitting on that triple try. And may foul na itatawag dito sa UST on Andre Dungo. And that will be Dungo's first foul dito sa ating laban. From the corner, no good. Rebound goes back to the Tiger Cubs. Tumatakbo ulit sila dito. Foul and no basket. 2 free throws will be awarded.
Itong si Benedict Lim, each and every time that he's trying to finish in transition, he uses bumps to try and create space. So if you're Letran, if you can time, you put your body in the right position, you can be throwing charges on him each and every time.
Mm-hmm. So kailangan maabangan yon ng depensa. Anyway, Lim will have two chances dito sa free throw line, and he makes good on that first one with 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 1 out of 2, so 1 point lead lang para dito sa Tiger Cubs. Here's Letran. Cruz. Nag-aabang ng cut si Celorio doon, kaya pinasa niya, kaso hindi nag-cut itong si Timothy Cruz. At the corner, 3, no good. Rebound goes back to UST. This is Dungo. Goes inside against 3 Letran defenders.
Playing with cones that time is Andre Dungo.
Tuloy ang opensa dito ng Squires. This is Silorio kicking it out to Cruz. Gives it up to De Leon. Gets it back. Here's Cruz. Goes up for the shot. No good. Rebound to De La Rama. Going back up and in.
De La Rama finally putting some order in that Letran offense that has been bogged down by the UST defense here late in the third.
And eto ulit ang UST. Zanoria spins and is called for traveling.
Well, yesterday itong si Zanoria was trying to create for his teammates by getting into the lane and kicking it out. But this time being called for the traveling violation.
So the ball will go back to the Squires. This is Cruz. Over to Padilla. Swing it over to Alforque. Down inside is De La Rama for the lefty. No good. Rebound goes to Dungo. Naghahanap siya ng opportunity on the fast break, but he has to pull it out. And a triple try is off and out.
So it's still University of Santo Tomas clinging on to a 1-point lead right now.
And ipapahinga muna nila dito si Dungo in favor of Pangilinan. Sa kabila naman si Hugo papasok para kay De La Rama. And si Diamante din. And Loreto for Buena Flor. So mabilis ulit. Mabilis pa rin ang palitan ng tao. Manalili bringing down the ball. He is facing pressure in the backcourt. Natawid din nila. There's Manalili. Gets a screen from Diamante. Goes inside. Skies. Drops it down to Hugo. And Hugo is fouled. Ito si Manalili is apologizing to his bench kasi he sort of had a clear shot na there. He was up above a lot of the defenders pero he opted to pass.
But I think the coaching staff did not really mind that time, especially since he passed the ball to someone who had better position. Unfortunately nga lang, he got trapped there but gets to the foul line. It will see Hugo.
And Hugo is 2 for 2 at the line, giving the Letran Squires the lead at 55-54 with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ayon gives it up to Lim. Lim steps back, goes for the jumper. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds. And it will go back to the Squires. Etong Squires want to pad that 1-point lead. Pero may pressure na pinapakita pa rin dito ang Tiger Cubs. Manalili. Hugo offering a screen. They give it over to Alforque. Diamante. Handoff. Manalili. Corner. This is Padilla with a triple. With 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, the score is 58-54. It's a 4-point lead para dito sa Letran Squires. They have scored 5 straight points and sumagot naman dito ngayon si Reggie Ayon.
Actually, both teams have not really been relying on the three-pointer in this ball game. I believe that was only the 5th conversion for Letran and the 4th for UST. So hindi tumatama ang mga tira ng both teams sa labas.
So ito ngayon, papasok. They've been opting more for an inside game. Kaya pumapasok itong si Racine Cane. And sa kabila naman, itong si Manalili, they've been trying to get inside.
Well, you should be able to recognize when those outside shots are not falling. The next move is to try
inside. Oo. And yun nga nangyari dun. Hugo is down.
I think that was faking the foul there. Taking a foul there on Hugo.
Pero yun, may pahawak-hawak siya sa kanyang ilong. And a turnover forced there. Here's Manalili. Goes up on the left side. No good. Rebound scramble. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay with the blue shirts. And 14 seconds on the shot clock para dito sa Squires. Ronquillo checks back into the ball game para kay Lim. Hugo. Missing on that jumper. Sorry, that was Padilla. And here's Ronquillo. There's 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Letran is up by 4. Ronquillo looking for options. It's now with Ayon. 8 seconds to shoot. Ayon kicks it out. Ronquillo will go for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Diamante. He is running. He's got Manalili and Alforque. Yes. And last shot here for Racine Cane, but he fails to get it off. And so at the end of the third quarter, it is a 6-point lead para sa Letran Squires over the UST Tiger Cubs. And right now, we have a ball out shout out care of our courtside reporter Andrea Veloso. Andrea, take it away.
Hi mga ka-Ballout! It's time for our Ballout shoutout and I'm here with the Athletic Director of Letran Manila, Father Vic Calvo. Obviously, you are supporting Letran, Father. Ano po masasabi niyo sa performance na pinapakita ng Letran ngayon?
Well, this is the preseason game and Coach Allen had inserted 7 players. So, time to test the fitness ng player doon sa team kung paano mag-gel. And okay naman yung performance nila ngayon. As always, they play hard, they play with the Arriba spirit. And of course, this is a battle of the Dominicans. Kaya whoever wins, masaya kami.
And any message po for the Letran Squires? Any motivational message?
Well, play your game within the system and take to heart the Arriba spirit that made you win the NCAA 98 Juniors Champion.
Meron po ba kayong gustong i-ball-out shoutout sa ating mga online viewers?
Or sa mga supporters ng Letran, mga pare ng Letran, tapos sa lahat ng mga nanonood dito sa My Ballout Sports, continue watching and we support this.
And thank you so much, Father. That's it for our Ballout shoutout. Back to the panel.
Thank you for that ball out shout out, Andrea, and it takes us right back into the ball game, into the fourth quarter. It is currently a 6-point lead para sa San Juan de Letran Squires over the UST Tiger Cubs, 63-57. And Coach, ano ang mga kailangang adjustments ng bawat kupunan para sila ang manaig dito sa ating laban?
Well, of course, if you're UST, you have to be worried dahil itong Letran, they can just switch it on and, you know, they're just gonna keep on running and running and running, and pag hindi mo sila tatapatan, iiwanan ka nila. But on the side of Letran, they still, you know, they have to proceed with enough care. I mean, you cannot just go at this with reckless abandon dahil ito namang UST, they also have the firepower to, you know, to take advantage of any errors that you make.
Ayun. So, tingnan natin kung if those are the things na i-adjust nga talaga nitong teams, no? ng dalawa nating kupunan. And we do have Dungo with Cane in the ball game for UST. Two-man game nila. Cane goes up, no good. Rebound still goes to Ayon. So here's Ronquillo for the jumper, and that's good.
Good recognition that time by Lance Ronquillo that he was already open in the mid-range. No need to dribble in as Dungo fails to catch that basketball.
So Manalili is being pressured by Ronquillo. They give it over. Here's Diamante, met there by Cane for the block. They've got 6 seconds to shoot. Manalili goes inside. And with that acrobatic move, scores against Racine Cane.
A good defense there for Racine Cane. Just better offense coming from Jonathan Manalili.
Here's Ronquillo, gives it to Ion. Ion goes inside. He is fouled.
Well, if you're Ion, the minute you heard that whistle, you should just gone up and took the shot and earn a trip to the foul line.
And the foul is called on Padilla as Hugo bodying up itong si Racine Cane.
And trying to talk some sense into him.
Oh, whispering sweet nothings.
Well, the problem here is nung si Cane in interview a few days ago, he said that his English was not good, and I wanna bet everything that I own that his Tagalog is not so much better.
So itong si Hugo playing the role of a pest para dito sa depensa. Here's Dungo naman. His role is to score for UST. They've got 6 seconds to do that. Here's Ronquillo with a layup.
Lance Ronquillo trying to take over the scoring cudgels here for USC. Cuts the lead down to just 4 points.
Eto si Alforque for the short jumper. No good. Rebound scramble. Almost goes out of bounds and finally goes out. And the ball will stay with the blue shirts. 12 seconds on the shot clock here with 7 minutes and 44 to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 4-point lead para sa Letran Squires. Cruz gives it up. And it's a 3 for Daniel Padilla.
That's going to be a crucial three-pointer coming from Padilla, extending the lead to 7 points if I'm not mistaken. This is the biggest lead here for Letran.
So etong UST will need to come up with some offense. Medyo nagiging tentative ng kaunti ang opensa ng UST right now.
Well, I mean, biggest lead for Letran in the second half because they were ahead 24 to 15.
Nung first
25
quarter.
to 14 in the first quarter.
And they did turn, itong UST did turn the ball over again dito sa last play. So bola babalik dito sa blue shirts. Cruz up against Zanoria. Kicks it out. And an offensive foul will be called on Hugo.
Actually, kitang-kita mo, guilty si Hugo dun eh. Right after the whistle of the referee, makikita mo yung crime scene eh. Si Hugo nakatayo, nakatalikod, tapos yung isa
Si
sprawled on the
Dungo
floor.
yata yun. Si Dungo.
Si Dungo was sprawled on the floor. So parang crime scene yun.
Oo. Kulang na lang may chalk out
May
line.
chalk, that's right.
Yan, so tinawag muna ang ating mopman to wipe some.
Okay, mapman natin, booking and finance.
So ito ngayon ang UST trying to get closer here. They're facing a 7-point deficit. Ronquillo over to Zanoria for 3. No good. And the ball will sail out of bounds and go back to the Squires.
Well, if you're UST, you have to realize that you're not gonna get this lead back in one shot. So that's not really the best of shots there for Zanoria.
So Cruz bringing down the ball right now. He is going to use that screen by Diamante. Goes inside, drop pass to Hugo. Over to Diamante. Back to Hugo for the jumper. Yes.
You gotta love the interior passing between the two bigs of Letran.
Tapos itong si Hugo, balik sa kabila naman. Diretso siya kay Cane. Ronquillo dumps it down. Cane with a bank shot.
That opportunity for Cane was created by the excellent penetration there by Lance Ronquillo.
Cruz up against Ronquillo. And this is Padilla will be called for traveling. With 5 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, it is still a 7-point lead para dito sa Letran Squires, 72-65 over the UST Tiger Cubs. A couple of substitutions coming in. Si Baliling at saka si Manalili are going back in para dito kay Padilla at Cruz. Ronquillo bringing down the ball. Gives it to Zanoria. They want to give it downstairs. Cane with the ball. Over to the other side. Dungo for 3. Yes!
That's a big shot for Andre Dungo after, being fairly quiet in the second half. That's a big three-pointer lead cut down back to 4.
Oh, making it a little bit more manageable. They need a couple more stops here. Mahaba pa ang panahon dito. Manalili with an alley-oop para kay Diamante.
Diamante again with something to say to Kane. The problem is baka hindi naman sila naiintindihan. So I think they should stop wasting their efforts.
Oo nga, mapapagod lang sila. Dungo, this time wants to make it 2 for 2. Doesn't get it. Rebound goes to Manalili. And they are now opting to go for a half-court set. Manalili gets a screen from Hugo. Alforque. Back to Hugo for the jumper. No good. Rebound is won by USD. Ronquillo. He has a couple of options. Here's Kane. Gives it back out. Ronquillo wants to go inside. Ball is tipped and tumatakbo ulit dito. Baliling. Back to Alforque. Back to Baliling. And Alforque finally with the lay-in.
Well, right now, itong USD in danger of losing control of this ball game. Itong Letran just calmly finishing in transition.
We do have 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It is an 8-point lead para sa Squires, 76-68. And Zanoria misses on that layup. On that rebound, si Diamante naman ay na-foul.
Si Diamante, even if he has only scored 4 points, already has 12 rebounds. So doing his role here is number 24 of the team in black.
Black ba yan, coach? Hindi ba yan blue? Parang midnight blue sa paningin ko. Ewan ko lang.
Parang napapaisip ako kung colorblind ba ako. Magpapacheck ako ng mata mamaya pagkatapos.
Hindi natin alam. Anyway. So, bola babalik dito sa Squires. Manalili slowing things down. He's guarded by Ion. Gives it up. Alforque going for 3. Off. Dungo. He will need to generate some offense here, but gives it up to Ion for 3. And that's a conversion.
Good decision that time for Dungo, choosing to drop it off to the wide open Ion, who scores and cuts the lead down to just 5 points.
And eto ngayon si Alforque. They give it up. Baliling on the corner. No good. Rebound goes to Kane. Ion pushing it up. They go to the corner. Miss. Too strong. But they grab the rebound, but the pass is almost tipped. Ion back downstairs, and that is a conversion.
And right now the mainstays, the holdovers of the USD Tiger Cubs leading itong USD back. That time it's Ion setting up Pangilinan for 2 points, lead down to just 3 points.
Lumalakas dito ang cheers ng USD Tiger Cubs faithful as that lead pass was stolen by Alforque. So babalik ang bola dito sa Squires for a chance of defense from the UST crowd. Manalili goes up. Nope. Gives it up to Alforque. They go to the corner to Baliling. Back to Alforque. They've got 6 seconds to shoot. Manalili back to the corner. Baliling for 3. Yes!
Oh, that's just big. Itong si Baliling hitting yet another three-pointer, but this forces UST into a timeout. We will be right back with the semifinals of the Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge.
And a shot at the crowd here enjoying the action that they're watching. And this is, of course, the Ballout Sports Intersecondary Champions Challenge semifinals match between the UST Tiger Cubs and the San Juan de Letran Squires. Currently, the score is 78-73. It's a 5-point lead para sa Letran. Before we move on, we do have to thank our sponsors. You've got Coco Life, Strong Group Realty, Dumper Party List, Kalos PH Sportswear, MDC, C Prime, and USANA. And on that play, Racine Cane gets the offensive rebound, goes up for the shot, just barely misses. Ball goes out of bounds and stays with the yellow shirts.
Actually, itong USC are already almost in a situation where they have to score. They're down 2 possessions here, 2 minutes and 4 remaining.
Some caller developing dito kaya this is si Lorio and si Reyes. And as Ayon drives the baseline and gets to the basket for 2, cutting this lead down to 3 with under 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Again, the chance of defense from the UST faithful.
Ayon has quietly amassed 17 points total here.
And Manalili on that reverse misses, and a foul will be called on sorry, that's Silorio.
That's only the 3rd team foul on the Squires, while for the Tiger Cubs only 1.
So big opportunity for Santo Tomas here to get even closer. Dungo over to the corner for 3. Yes!
I think that was Pangilinan. Yet another 3-pointer from one of the holdovers. It's been Ayon and Pangilinan bringing this team back to tie the ball game with 1 minute and 20 remaining.
This is yet another game that most likely will go down to the wire as the UST Tiger Cubs grab the rebound there. Ayon pushes it up to Dungo. Over to the opposite corner. Pangilinan for another 3. This time it doesn't go. Rebound goes to Hugo. Manalili wants to slow it down, calm everything and everyone down. Asking for a screen. Kicks it over. Padilla over to the corner. Baliling inside. No good. Rebound. Goes back to Baliling. And he's holding on, I think, to his eye. 5-second violation there. He held on to the ball for too long. And the UST Tiger Cubs will call a timeout to try and manufacture offense for the last 36.7 seconds of this fourth quarter. The score is tied at 78 all. And I guess we'll stay on the air here. So important for UST to be able to score on this next play, and important naman na ang Letran should hold out on defense. Yung kanilang important na they've been employing a lot of interceptions dito sa mga passing lanes, so they need to cover all of those passing lanes. Samantalang itong UST, we expect them to go first downstairs to Cane. Tapos kung hindi mangyari yon, they can always get the offense from the other side. Coach, yun, ano ang sa tingin mong saan pupunta ang bola dito right now?
Well, the first decision to make here for UST is where do they want to inbound the basketball. You can elect to inbound from the backcourt and, keep another 10 seconds for you to waste. As opposed to if you advance that basketball, it will start at 14 seconds and you're gonna have to rush your offense.
Yun. At ito nga ang coaching staff ng UST Tiger Cubs giving some more instructions to their boys, and they are going to inbound dun
In
sa
the front
court. So 14 seconds lang ang magiging shot clock nila. Inbound will be triggered by Ayon. They go downstairs to Kane. Goes up against Hugo. Up. He misses. Rebound goes to Hugo. And Manalili again serving as the person to calm everything down. And Hugo, they want a two-man game. Manalili loses the ball. They pushing it up. Dungo ahead. But he misses on that layup and he's holding on to his leg. Medyo nag-cramp up na yata. On the other side, ball goes out of bounds and will go back to the Tigers, to the Tiger Cubs. Pero ayun na nga si Dungo.
Well, if you're UST actually, Dungo actually in that possession, he could have chosen to just pull the ball back because they had the last shot. But luckily for them, they were able to make the stop even with just 4 people on the defensive end.
Yun, mukhang ang nag-cramp up na itong si Dungo.
Well, he has been playing heavy minutes here already, more than 30 minutes ang nilalaro nito ni Andre Dungo.
Oo. And we're just, it's a, medyo mabuti na lang na cramps lang yung nangyari. No? It could have been something worse, especially with the way that he was trying to reach for his leg. It's a good thing na cramps lang for now, no? We hope that he can recover.
Right, I'm pretty sure that's cramps, but if you're UST, you have an opportunity here.
And we'll be back to bring you the rest of the fourth quarter. The score is 78-all. We'll be back. And we have here a shot of some of the crowd catching this semifinal matchup between the UST Tiger Cubs and the LETRAN Squires. Very exciting ball game. The score is currently 78-all with 8 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. And mukhang for the final 8 seconds, the Tiger Cubs will have to do without their top gun. Itong si Dungo. Ano, Coach?
Well, itong UST actually just called their final timeout also, so back-to-back timeouts, and I'm pretty sure they have mapped out a shot here. And you have to remember for UST, you want to take the last shot. You don't want to give LETRAN another possession here with 8 seconds remaining. Either you make a shot, you win, or you force overtime. Mga favorite words ni Joel Parcon.
Parang ngayon ko palang narinig yun, Coach. Hindi ko ba nasasabi yun? Si Ayon triggering the inbound again. Kane underneath up against Hugo. Drops it off. But there's a miss there. De La Rama. They have 1 second to go. Manalili! No good. And we are going into overtime. The score at the end of 4 quarters is 78-all. Coach Noy Africa and I will be back to bring you overtime. This is your Ballout Sports Intersecondary Champions Challenge 2023. And we're back here at the Marikina Sports Center. Joel Parcon bringing you this overtime game between the Letran Squires and the UST Tiger Cubs. Kasama ang aking partner, si Noy Africa, and our courtside reporter, si Andrea Veloso. Coach, 5 more minutes to determine kung sino yung kakalabanin ng Adamson Baby Falcons.
Definitely two evenly matched teams. Hindi enough ang 40 minutes. We need another 5 as that's a miss there by Daniel Padilla.
Eto ngayon ang UST. The ball goes out of bounds. And sinasabi ng coaching staff that it was tipped by a Letran player. Pero babalik ito sa Letran. Manalili. Bringing down the ball. Gets a screen from Hugo. Gives it over to Baliling. Back to Manalili. On the other side is Padilla. Manalili goes inside for that floater. No good. Rebound. Back to Manalili for another 14 seconds on the shot clock. Padilla. He's got 6 seconds to shoot. Gives it up. Manalili medyo na libre sa loob. And that pass doesn't go. Racine kind of with a block, and still with the Squires. Manalili goes down and will be called for the traveling violation. He is holding on to his backside. And yes, we got a report mula dito sa ating courtside reporter na si Andrea Veloso na ito ngang si Dungo is experiencing cramps and will not be coming back into the ball game para dito sa overtime. So ang Tiger Cubs will have to go the rest of this overtime period without their top gunner.
Well, actually hindi lang cramps eh. Cramps on both legs.
Both legs?
Yeah. I mean, if isang leg lang yan, I think medyo
Kakayanin
you
pa
can
ng
soldier
konti.
on eh. Pero pag dalawa yan, mobility is near impossible. So I think it's going to fall on the shoulders of Pangilinan, itong si Ronquillo and Lim. And sama na natin si Kane at si Reyes actually.
Parang magiging focal point ng offense nila dapat ito si Kane to manufacture opportunities for the other players to cut to the basket. At yun na nga ang ginagawa. Ito, Kane up against Hugo. Kicks it out. Ronquillo for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Hugo. Gives it up to Cruz. Cruz bringing down the ball. Pushes it up. It's now with Baliling. Back to Cruz. Over to the other side. Padilla. Mukhang dito naman si Letran. Si Manalili naman ang out. Cruz for the floater. No good. Rebound goes to Hugo. Back to Cruz for the jumper. Short.
Actually, the guy I'm looking for here for UST is Ayon, who pretty much led them back into this ball game as Lim misses an open one.
And the rebound goes out of bounds and will go back to Letran. So, almost 2 minutes, wala pang nakaka-score dito sa ating overtime period. Parang may naaamoy ako, Coach.
Kape?
Baliling misses on that triple try. Rebound goes to Ronquillo. Ronquillo gives it up to Pangilinan. Back to him. He gets a screen. Goes up for the jumper. Just off. And Baliling with that rebound gives it up to Cruz.
Right now, both teams failing to score.
And on that offensive attempt, another player down on the floor. On the other side, finally, Lim converts.
Lim didn't mind having 3 defenders on him that time. As we see itong si
De La Rama
falling to the floor. I think hitting itong si Racine
Kane,
no?
who was on the floor after that rebound. Tapos siguro he toppled over itong si De La Rama. Pero ayun, we will go for a break. Coach Noy and I will be back. And we're back in the ball game. The score is 80 to 78. Lamang ng dalawa dito ang UST with just a little over 2 minutes to go. Manalili wisely didn't hold on to the ball until it was almost at half court. Manalili over to Baliling, over to the corner. Padilla, yes, with a three.
Big shot there for Daniel Padilla. Twice over, that ball swung to him, and this time he decided that he had to take that one.
And Ronquillo now setting up the play. Ball is tipped out. Baliling going all the way for the fast break layup. Increasing their lead to 3 with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Lim will go up for his 3. No good. Rebound goes to Diamante. And Manalili will slow things down yet again. They have the luxury of time right now. He's being hounded by Lim. Gives it over to the other side. Padilla goes inside and the ball is tipped. Lim pushes it up. And Kane with a layup.
Kane that time playing it safe, going for the layup, and I think he's starting to feel a little bit of fatigue here.
Oh, he was starting to clutch onto his leg. So here's Ronquillo, back to Kane! And they take over the lead, 84 to 83 with 1 minute left here in this ball game. Baliling over to Diamante. Gets it back, goes up for 3, no good, that's short. And out of bounds is Padilla on that rebound. So ball will go back to UST with a 1-point lead with 47.5 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Eto ngayon si Lim with the ball. Goes up, no good. Rebound, goes to Pangilinan for 3. Yes!
Oh, that's just a big shot there from Pangilinan, continuing to produce here in the fourth quarter.
Diamante over to the corner. Miss on that 3. Rebound goes back to Letran. No good. Kane with a rebound, and he will be fouled by George Diamante. With 14.7 seconds to go here in overtime, UST is up 87 to 83. And a timeout will be called by the UST Tiger Cubs. Coach Noyanak and I will be back to bring you the rest of this overtime period. And we're back here at the Marikina Sports Center. Overtime action between the UST Tiger Cubs and the San Juan de Letran Squires. The score is 87 to 83. A 4-point lead para sa UST Tiger Cubs with 14.7 seconds to go. Dito sa ating Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge semifinals action. And nag-turn over doon ang UST, so babalik ang bola dito sa Letran. And so, eto ngayon, importante, 9.2 seconds to go. We're gonna stay on the air. 9.2 seconds to go, 4 points, manageable, Coach.
Well, definitely, itong Letran, of course, down by 2 possessions. I think the first priority here is to get the first available shot. I mean, the best available shot doesn't have to be a three-pointer. You can still play the fouling game one time, even if you convert, it's down to just 2 points, hope for a miss, and you get an opportunity to tie the game from a three-point area. But of course, if that three-point shot is available, you can go for that. But definitely, you have to score right away.
And important for UST, yung depensa. Hold on.
So I just checked, yun nga, ang Letran is already in penalty. So all they need to do here is score. This is unnecessary, especially for Lim. I mean, they have the advantage here. You don't have to do that anymore. That's something that you learn whenever you're competing for championships, you're competing for a final slot. You don't want to be thrown out. The priority is always winning as to against getting one over your opponent.
And the referees, once again, getting in between.
Jamante should be warned here. He had no business, no business in that confrontation. He's not even trying to play peacemaker. He even pulled itong si Lim aside.
And finally, ito. Manalili will get the ball. Wants to go inside. Drops it off to Diamante, and a foul will be called on Kane.
That is actually just the third team foul for UST, but I think that's a shooting foul. So Diamante will be tested here. 4 seconds remaining.
Clutch free throws dito para kay Diamante. Makes the first.
He actually has the option of missing the second and hoping for a recovery and a three-pointer. So if you're UST, you want to be able to box out here.
So dapat covered lahat ng tao. But itong si Diamante makes the shot. Inbound dito by Ronquillo. Lim gets the ball. Steal. Wala. One more try, and that is a sorry miss para sa Letran as the UST Tiger Cubs advance to the finals dito sa Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge 2023. They will now face itong Adamson University Baby Falcons after escaping itong Letran Squires 87-85.
Definitely a legit scare there for UST. I thought they had the ball game in hand already, but itong Letran just couldn't stop fighting until the end. And if you're talking about the UST Tiger Cubs, the first name of course is Andre Dungo, but however he did cramp up late in the ball game. Also, I want to give honorable mention to two guys, itong si Ayon and si Pangilinan, who I think were instrumental in that fourth quarter comeback for UST. But all game long, it has been Racine Cane, 19 points and 20 rebounds. You just cannot disregard that kind of performance.
And outside of that, also all of the shots that he interrupted, and maybe even blocked. So Racine is with Andrea right now. Andrea, take it away.
Hi mga kabalat, we have here the best player of the game, Racine Kane of UST Tiger Cubs with 19 points. Racine, you were really physically and mentally present inside the court. So what is the team's advantage for today's game? And how will you apply this in the finals? What is your advantage in this game?
What is the advantage of our game?
I don't understand. Advantage is execution. Advantage court execution. Just say it. Court execution.
You can say it, Coach. What is your advantage to this game and how will the team apply it in the finals?
Yung advantage nila is yung execution na nasusunod. Tapos they play as a team. So ngayon, going to the finals, ganun pa rin, same game plan, and Racine will be ready. for tomorrow.
We are really looking forward for your performance tomorrow. Do you have anything to say to the UST supporters?
Go USD!
Thank you so much, Racine. That is our player of the game, Racine Keane from the UST Tiger Cubs. See you at the finals, UST against the Adamson University Baby Falcons. Back to the panel.
And thank you, Andrea, and of course, congratulations to the UST Tiger Cubs and Racine Kane, the best player of this ball game. And that is it for the semifinals of the Ballout Sports Inter-Secondary Champions Challenge. The UST Tiger Cubs arrange a date with the Adamson Baby Falcons for the finals, and that will be tomorrow. Dito pa rin yan sa Marikina Sports Center, 6 p.m. Abangan nyo yan kung gusto nyo pumunta kayo dito to support your teams, or if you just want to watch great basketball and the secondary level. On behalf of my partner, Coach Noy Africa, our courtside reporter, Andrea Veloso, and the men and women who have helped us bring this game to you, our viewers, this is Joel Parcon. Ayo-ayo mong tanan. Ingat.